Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Michelle and this is Michelle Creates. All right, in this video I am doing loom knitting, but what I have here is a flat panel that I did all E-wrap stitches. And what I want to do is take my cast on, this is my cast on row, this is my cast off row. Cast off row looks nice and neat and tighter, and the cast on is loose, snag, like you can snag it, and it's curling. So what I want to do is I want to tighten that up and get it to look like the cast off. So what I'm going to do is take the cast on side up on top here. Okay, here is the tail. Okay, that's where the end of it is. I'm going to go over to the beginning of it and I'm going to start tightening it up with the front loops here. Okay, you have this chain stitch, looks like a chain stitch. All of the front loops are what we are going to use or do. I'm going to take that very first one, one of the loosest ones, and I'm going to pull it gently, don't go too tight. Okay, and I'm going to start to tighten it. Next one over to the front, it's the front one, and pull on that. Make sure both strands are being pulled equally so you don't have one that's looser. There we go, nice and tight, and kind of use this as a guide to see how tight you want to do it so they look the same. So when you go to fold it, or if you're going to sew it or whatever, it's nice and square. All right, take the next loop, the one in front, and pull on that, both strands, and we just move along to the right. And you can tug and pull, make sure, you want to make sure it's not too tight because you want to have that stretch. This offers a stretch, so you want to keep this stretchy too. And moving to the right, front loop, make sure it's the one right next. Don't skip one because it's really hard to pull. And both strands tight. So what did I make? I made, this is acrylic yarn, 2 strands. So I have tighter knit here, and because of the loom, the pegs they're thicker, they're wider, they're a little bit wider for the gauge, and I don't want my knit to be too loose or even thin. So that's why I've got 2 strands here. And again, I did the E-wrap cast on, and this is what I'm fixing. Yeah, I've done this for every single project that I've made on the loom as a flat panel. Afghans mostly. Not using this, of course. Using my infinity loom. See how much nicer that looks already? And let's get to the end here so I can show you how to finish that off. If you pull too tight, make sure you fix it now. It's hard to fix. If you pull these too tight, it's hard to fix once you've done them all. So really watch as you're going along. If you don't tighten it enough, you can always fix that. Start over and do what I'm doing. But if you pull too tight, it's really hard to fix. And I want to make sure it matches my other end so it's nice and square. If you can't find the loop, just kind of pull it. It almost pops out there for you. Whoop, getting stuck. And I skipped one. See, that was really hard to pull. Go back and get that loop right next to it. It's like right in front of it. It's looking nice. Look at how it's laying flatter. Beautiful. And we're almost done. Okay, I went too far. I missed this loop here. They're starting to get closer together now, so it's harder to see once you get towards the end. There we go. Almost there. One more. Okay, make sure you're pulling the right end because you don't want to pull this out, and that's kind of what I started to do. There we go. It's kind of like creating a knot here now, so you want to make sure that you're pulling the right end. There we go, and this last one, now you're going to pull on the tail. And then with this, you can either, if you're going to sew the ends together, you can use that if it's long enough, or you will take your needle, plastic needle, and weave it through, and that will be in another video. All right, there you have it. Flat panel, cast on, tightening the end. Thank you so much. I hope this helps. Have fun, and we'll see you in the next video.